Wrong screen. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are we? How are you doing? Good evening. Welcome to the Friday night stream with me, Kev, on the Hobby Corner. There's the t-shirt. And here's the face. Hope you're all doing well. Um, yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Again, we're going to be working on the Mausoleum set tonight, but we're going to be finishing it tonight. I want to finish it. So we'll be doing all those little details that take up a lot of time. Do a few neating up bits and pieces here and there. And then if we've got time, we might do something a bit weird. Don't know what it is yet, because, you know, you get lots of weird requests in the chat. So, yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I've had this mic for a while. There was this really generous guy who helped me out massively. He actually gave me the money for this tripod because my clamp one that had the bendy bit snapped, and he had a few of these microphones at his job because they do a lot of conferencing and that, and it was put down as electrical waste. So even though nothing was really wrong with it, it was just the cable that was damaged. So he had it signed off, and he gave it to me for free, which was really handy of him because Blue Yetis are not cheap. They're very expensive. And I use it on my recordings whenever I do my video recordings on camera, because I record everything on my phone. I can plug it into my phone because I got the USB cable to do that. And then I had to get a brand new USB cable so I could use it on the laptop. And I've got all the filters sorted out. So I hope the audio is coming across nicely. I hope it's not too loud. I hope it's quite clear. There shouldn't be any background noise. You shouldn't be able to hear the fan on the laptop anymore. The kids aren't asleep just yet. They're upstairs watching a little film on Netflix with the wife. So you shouldn't be able to hear them either. So yeah, just let me know how the sound is. Friday, it's Friday. So sucks if you're working the weekend, but it's great for, you know, the rest of the pedestrians. So let's see, who have we got in the chat tonight? So we have, start from the top. Oh, that's good, thank you. The sound is sound. Awesome. All right, so we have Normski, the legend that is. We have Lupus Canis, the thirsty doggy. We have West Soldier Gaming, Mr. Pool. How you doing, buddy? Glad to see you again. Rivets and Dakar, what a legend. So that's everyone that's gone in the chat so far. I think a lot of people are busy tonight for some weird reason. So yeah, if you got a moment, I don't mind. You can go away for a moment, share the video, and maybe get some more people in. I'm sure more people will come along as the night goes on. It is a bit my fault because normally I put all the social media stuff out like quite early in the day, but I've had a lot to do today. So even though I wasn't at work today, I had the kids for the whole day and had to do a lot of errands and stuff, so everything got on top. But yeah, it is what it is. Life and all that. Anyways, shall we get cracking? All right, so we're gonna have a quick refresher of what we've been up to, and then we'll get cracking on what we plan on doing. All right, so let's get the light round. Whoa, that's bright as anything. There we go. Okay, just a bit more. So, thanks for not saying Mr. Picard? No. So yeah, last time we left off, we did a bit of the glowy effects. We did all this. We did the stringy blood effects and all that. so that was kind of fun. It looks a bit odd when you got the glow effect there, but it's coming straight from the grave, and it's limited because once you put that there, it's only going to come through that doorway. And then we tried to do the glow around the door frames. We will need to do some shadowed lines, so we'll try and do that, which isn't going to be too hard really. Neaten up where I've made a bit of a mess, but all I can do is just put a glaze over that, and then it will just look like there's a bit of texture, so it's all right. Do the top of the spire, do the skulls and the candles, and like just the odd bones here and there, and any metal work that I've missed out. And then if I got time, I might try and do some verdigris, however you want to say it. But yeah, no. And of course I want to finish this wall section as well, and then I can start doing other stuff because I've got tons to do, and I think I've spent way too much time doing just this. But yeah, it looks great though, doesn't it? So let's get cracking. First of all, blah, blah, blah. What am I gonna need? Let's paint the top, the spire. Okay, I'm gonna paint it blue. I should, yeah, I'm gonna do it blue. I'll do blue. Right, I've got my lilac oxide for the verdigris, and that would do fine. No, not that one. Oh, do I want to paint it green? Verdigris, actually. I need to actually have a look. I've seen someone do it recently, and it looked pretty cool. And let's see. Oh, I could do it bronze. That'll actually help break it up a bit, wouldn't it? Hey Gary, how you doing, mate? Glad you can join us. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do it bronze. That looks much better. So I'll keep that for the grease. I'm going to need some lead belcher as well. Rune Lord brass. Or I can try out that new paint that I got in Necrons. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, I'll use a bit of Typhus Corrosion as well. Look at me getting all excited about paints. Paint it a copper, then hit it with verdigris. No. There's lead belcher. Warp block. Alright, warp block bronze, followed by a Rune Lord brass highlight. Yeah, I think so. And I'm going to need that one. Where's my Agrax Earthshade? Oh, Agrax. Yeah, my pretty. No, that's Sterling Mud. There we go. Agrax. Right. Let's do this shizney. Rightio. And what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to paint all of the bars and all of the spikes in that as well, just to give it some kind of uniformity, I think is. Let's use this side. Give it a real good shake, because I don't think I've used this yet. I've had this paint for ages and I just never used it. Look at that, look, he's just breaking the seal. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oof, that's quite dark, isn't it? That's a really rich color. That. Let's give it a bit more of a shake. Right. Just wet the brush. And this is something that people don't make use of, right? The lid of the pots. Look, you can get a drop of paint off. Look, like that. Right, there you go. Don't have to dip your brush into the pot. Just give it a good shake. It sits on that lip, and you just twist because it's got soft hinges. You can twist the lid over and just point it down, and you get a little blob of it. Um, let's see. How does this behave with bit? I've never used this color before, so I don't know how it behaves being watered down. Hmm. It might be one of those 3-coat colors. Let's have a look. Cheers, Gary. Right, so I'm going to just pop a little bit of music on. Obviously, you want to hear my sexy voice, don't you? So that music's come out real quiet, hasn't it? That's on full. The main sound is on full. Or, hang on. Ah, that's why I got the... Yeah, it should be fine. There we go. Is that alright? I hope it's alright. So let's get started then. Oh yeah, you definitely don't want to put this over white. It's quite a weak base color. But I think that's because it is so heavily metallic. Yeah. That's okay. Just do a couple of layers of that. And then once we shade it and put a bit of Runelord brass over, should come out alright. Just got to keep it thin so we don't get too streaky or patchy. So I hope you can all see okay. Hey, boy Captain! Don't crash. How you doing, mate? So what is everyone up to this evening while you're watching your all-time favourite YouTuber? Me, of course. I'm glad it's still quite a lively chat. There isn't too many of you lot there, but I'm glad that you are all lively bunch of enthusiastic hobbyists, which is what we like. My fellow corner hobbyists, I should call you. Didn't get under there. Okay. Yep. Okay. Been working on a matte painting. Painting a Necron warrior and an Ultramarine. The large scale, by any chance, or just the one singular miniature? Sorry, I'll leave that for a moment to dry. Let's get these bars done. There we go. Let's see, this definitely goes over a darker base coat a lot better. I think with my second set of this, I'm gonna knock through that gate just as like another egress. What is this? It's so funky. I think it's trying to be like Scott Pilgrim, isn't it? Painting some old metal Howling Banshees. Nice. Colour testing the minis, not really. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. I've seen a lot of really good renditions of that Space Marine action figure being repainted, and my goodness, there have been some absolutely stunning works of art. There was one especially, I can't remember her name, Suggs I think is her last name. She did such a fantastic job on that, like with all the weathering, like the detail on it and everything. Really, it looked completely different. And then did the artsy thing with the ring light. I thought that was a nice touch. Yeah. It's not good for that delicate work, is it? This brush has definitely seen better days. It's a proper fishtail brush. But I have to wait until Christmas to get my broken toed ones. So you have to put up with me doing the best I can with these old GW brushes. This is a funky tune. Getting a bit more done on the Cromlech Head Crusher half track, Scorch conversion, Battle Predator turret looted in there. Nice. Just gonna walk it up a bit. Very nice. Well, all you gotta do to orc it up is just like stick random bits here and there, bit of piping, bit of plastic card for extra paneling, scuff it up a bit, and then add loads of random guns on there that don't do anything but just look awesome. Oh yeah, job done. I think Orcs' one of those rare armies where you can literally do anything you want with it, and as long as you say what it is before you start playing, the people are just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Whatever. Doesn't have to be WYSIWYG. Screw it. Like the broken toad. Bright Friday idea. Very cool. Well, we'll be doing a review of those brushes when I get them off at Christmas. And then we'll see how that goes. Alright, oops. Just launched a brusher. Stick junk on it. Yeah, that's it. Really should move that water pot away from the mic. So that was the song. Balls. Everyone looking forward to the preview that we get tomorrow on the Warhammer channel. There's going to be a brand new Sigvald the Magnificent model, probably. I think a lot of people are excited because Slanesh are starting to get a bit of movement in the lore. I mean, I think that was always going to be the plan. You're gonna relaunch a range. You want to make it a spectacle, and you want to put out some new minis and stuff. Broken Toe Series 3. Yeah, that's it. I got the Series 3. The sable brushes. Because I got enough synthetic brushes. I just wanted a nice fancy set of brushes. See what I can do with them. See if it does help with my painting. Because I will admit, I do sometimes get failed by my own brushes, you know, like they'll just randomly fishtail, and then there's another mistake done, and then I just get lazy about doing touch-ups because I'll be there forever doing touch-ups. So, oh, I forgot the tea. I get that before it gets cold. Death Guard. Death Guard have all the love that they ever need. They got an entire new range on the last edition. So, and they got a Demon Primarch. What more could they ever need? Plus, they also got 6 new minis in that Series 3 Space Marine Heroes release. They don't need any more. I think it, you know, what was it 6th edition through into 7th edition, Khorne had all the love that it could have, and especially with the launch of Age of Sigmar, you know, they had it all. Sench then had a whole big launch as well, and Thousand Suns got redone. Then you had Nurgle. It's about time Slaanesh had a bit of bit of fun, I guess. On tasks, bastard thing. Fuck off. No, I don't want to back up run now. You bastard thing. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Where's the settings? Settings. Do classic, I guess. Fine. Scan options. Just don't do one. Pick off. You just ate it, right? Why don't you just eliminate it? I didn't know there was a preview tomorrow. It's probably stuff I can't afford to buy. I mean, it's more campaign stuff for Age of Sigmar. So I can't end it, can I? Is Nightbot actually doing anything? I don't even think Nightbot's posted anything either, has it? Anyways. But yeah, it's gonna be maybe 1 or 2 new Slaanesh models in a box with possibly some Nurgle stuff. Demons of Nurgle, I would assume. Yeah, annoyingly not Nightbot was there, but he just wasn't doing anything, so I've had to part it and rejoin it. Soon you'll be hating on Nightbot. There we go. Yeah, probably. I mean, you can use demons in 40k anyway, so if you're into them, there you go. I think demons were always the smart choice for the indecisive hobbyist who couldn't choose on what armies to do and what game to play, either 40k or fantasy. You know, you just pin them and then you do up round bases and square bases and then you're good to go. But now everything's on round bases. You don't have to mess around with the square bases, so it's a straight up translation. Do, 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 do. These royalty-free music's not too bad, eh? Ah, hello, Nightbot. Good of you to join us. Nightbot was Normski in disguise. yeah, he's had a few at the bar. Now he's back. It's just gonna troll you lot now. So yeah, I think Spud and Pickle and Alston, they're all just really burned out at the moment. They've all had quite hectic weeks, and as a result, they're just taking a night off just to chill. Probably on the Xbox or whatever. Normski's probably thinking, oh, that doesn't sound like Alston to chill. Well, you're probably right. But then Alston, just to chill, he'll probably just paint 50 miniatures for tonight rather than 100. You know, that'll be his relaxation therapy. Yeah, just knock out 50. I won't do 100 tonight. Chainswords in the new Sangor battle box for the Sangors for 40k. There should be, because Sangors are a mixed box, you know, it's made for both platforms, so it should have the option for the chainswords in there. I'm sure if you have a look on the website, the Games Workshop website, they usually show the sprues that come in the box, so you can see for yourself. Oh yeah, it's alright. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Right, I'm gonna leave. I wanted to leave those spires, but I'm gonna have to do them. I have to do spikes. Okay. This bit is all metal along the top as well. Let's be real careful with that. To buy the upgrade kit unless you get the starter box, and they are. Ah, okay. Netflix and chill 1,000 minutes. Should I do the spikes? Oh, I might as well, shouldn't I? Yeah. Just try not to get it on anything else. So, what's everyone's opinion on the orcs that Spud's been working on? I really like the color scheme he went for. You wouldn't really think to do such a pale blue with orcs, but he makes it work with the weathering that he does, and he gives it like a really dusty look as well, which I really like. And I think it goes really well with how he shades the skin as well, because it's not just straight up green, is it? He puts blue into the skin, I think it was, wasn't it? Which I think is a pretty cool little tip to do. Ooh. Getting the tippy tips. There we go. Spud orc skin is work of art. It is indeed. I think it's really... It looks like it's really cathartic for him, you know? The way he was talking about how he got into the orcs as well. Just having that freedom to just build whatever, however. I think that really sort of helped him with his hobby progress. Probably one of the reasons why I'd never got into orcs, because I just, I know I just wouldn't stop once I got started. And I'm more of a builder than I am a painter, to be honest. I can sit there for hours and just build stuff, and if I got like a multi-part kit, I'll try and squeeze as much of the stuff on as I can onto the model, do little subtle conversions and that. Been a long time since I've done big conversions. I really would like to one day get out those Space Marines that I had a good play with, because my favourite one that I did was the dude in the land speeder, just standing with the heavy bolter like in his hands, his foot up on the dashboard, and he's just like, ah. And then I had him removable so that he could stand on his own base and have his foot up on a rock. Just but I never painted it. I just converted it, thought this is really cool, and then just put it away when I moved, as you do. But I bought tons of Deathwatch bits, and I bought like a shoe box of Death Watch stuff as well. I wanted to do my own chapter plus Death Watch, and it was going to be the chapter wasn't a proper chapter. It was just like ragtag leftovers of crusades and battle zones that have gone wrong, and then like the leftovers we've just sort of been drawn together by the Death Watch, and they're not officially Death Watch yet because they have to go back to Terra to debrief and all that before they can take up the mantle. And I was gonna have the other half of the army as Death Watch. And of course they would all play like Death Watch. But then, what was it, the Conquest magazine happened, and then I got into that, and yeah, Ultramarines and Successors and Silver Templars. I really like Silver Templars. I think they're really cool. I like the fact that they got that bond with their weapon. They forged their own weapon, or they create artifices for their own weapon, you know, jazz it up and that, and then they forge a bond with it, and then they do whatever they can to protect it and look after it, and like they'll even go back to find lost weapons or fallen fellow Silver Templars. You know, they're that sort of mad about it. He goes outside the box and builds. He does. Starts with the pink. Ah, okay. It was, I don't know why I thought it was blue. Ooh. I was just about to turn too cold to drink. I'm building stuff, but the icing on the cake is getting to paint them after. See, no doubt, I felt really good when I finished painting that model, the Judicia, you know, and painting it to a standard that I'm happy with. You know, I mean, I still need to put, like, I need to get some static grass or something. I've got some somewhere, but the pack that I have, that's like, you know, the little tufts. The glue just doesn't come off the plastic sheet anymore. It's just stuck on it, so when you go to pull it off, it just stretches and stuff. But yeah, it needs some tufts there, I think, to finish it off. And I've been meaning to put the dry brush up the cloak a bit more. But just to have that finished model, it feels really good, because I'm so used to just doing quick little tutorials where you don't finish the model, you just get it ready according to the issue or whatever. So yeah. Yeah, some people like building more than painting, and others like painting more than building, and yeah, it's one of those things, really. I don't think I need to do any more on that, do I? Yeah. Alright, time for second coat. Really put way too much paint out here. It's got a nice shine to it once it dries. Whoosh. There we go. Lovely. I think the 2 coats is just enough, actually. Yeah. That'll do nicely. Alright, alright, alright. I like doing the second coat over the first coat. The first coat I feel like I'm a lot more careful with it. And it takes a bit more time to lay it down. And then the second coat I just feel like it's a nice little top up, you know. Be a bit careless with it. And it still looks alright. Just like that. Just like that. There we go. Could you hear that then? A momentary squeak. Just saw it spike on the sound bar. Yeah, the youngest, he had a nap in the car on the way home today, and as every parent knows, that's not what you want when you want your kid to go sleep straight away when they get to bed. But it happened anyway. The sod. So he's still wide awake. And he likes to scream a lot. Very vocal like that. Whereas my oldest son, he shouts more. The choice. I just heard him walking past upstairs going, bye bye dark. Oh. And he's only 2 and a bit, right? So he's still got like a really squeaky voice. So bye bye dark. Got to paint the bottom here. Whoopsie. How's that camera doing anyway? I'm just go. Yeah. I have now discharged my responsibility. You've shipped them all off, have you? Yeah. Right. Let's touch out a bit down there. Nearly done, nearly done. Right, that's that done. Grown and blown. Right. Nice. Okay, so I got my Agrek Surf Shade. Oh, did I not paint that side of the... Wow. That was piss poor of me. Subpar. Absolutely subpar. There we go. Right, so considering I've got to do Agrek Surf Shade anyway, I'm gonna fill in all the skulls. Crack off flesh, that's it. Yeah. Totally wasted a lot of that paint. But not to worry. Let's just pop it back in the pot. No! It's so thick. It's such a thick paint. It's like really goopy, but it's at the same time it comes out so thin. I think they tried to thicken it out, but it's not really worked to the advantage of the paint. Right. Just gonna have to scoop it in. Don't judge me. It's a bit penny pinching, but I'm on a budget, yo. I don't know when I'm gonna need this again. Judge me all you like. I don't care. All with their own offspring now. Okay, so they're all suffering. It's their turn to suffer. Alright. You'll fancy being on Instagram for a quick promo? Okay. Right, sure. We'll do it, yeah? Alright, if you can all just like say hi in the chat quickly, and then make it look like there's actually people interacting. That'll be cool. Add to your story. Let's do a quick live one. Hello, fellow hobby cornerists or corner hobbyists or whatever you want to call yourselves. How you doing? Come join us. We're live on YouTube. Link is in the bio. Don't miss out. I'm painting up some really cool stuff right now. Doing some really cool effects right now. Yeah, you don't want to miss out. So again, link is in the description, in bio. Don't miss out. Everyone wants to say hi, so here they are. Not say hello. There you go. So come join in, say hi in the chat, and let's get some stuff done, shall we? By the way, this is what we're working on. So don't want to disappoint. See you there. Peace. There we go, we're done. Thanks everyone for saying hi. Maybe we'll get someone join us. Who knows? Anyways. Right, we are painting skulls. Yes, yes. We got a rack of flesh. And I've got a fresh pot of water around it. As we go. Because we don't wanna... Hey, different gear, how you doing? It did work after all. Are you kidding? I'm absolutely crap with tech. I used to be so like up to date with everything, you know. Didn't miss out on anything, but I just fall behind now. Always say I'll never be that guy who falls behind on tech. Always be up to date on everything. Like just lying to myself at a young age. Okay. I'll be happy to start painting something different. I think that might help bring a few more people back. Just painting the same old. It's a bit meh. Right, so as I paint this, I'm gonna leave a line. I'm not gonna paint all the way right to the back of the wall. I'm gonna leave a bit of a gap, and I'll just give it some extra shading around the skulls. And once I've done this, I'll paint up the dirt, and then paint up the candles as well. And then I should be ready to put some shade down, do some layer highlights, and boom, it should all be done. Try not to put it too thickly, because of course I don't want to obscure the detail, do I? Hope you're well, mate. There we go. Lovely. And of course all of that dry brush that's underneath is gonna influence the shading. It's like I've already done some cenotaph highlighting. So booyah. Totally winning. Yeah. I think this is the bit that no one really looks forward to with this kit. It's the bajillion skulls that you have to paint up. it's going to take a while just to do these few bits. Oosh. Like that and that. I'm thinking of building something quick just to do a bit of painting. Go for it, man. Let us know what you end up doing. I'll be on for another hour anyway. So, there's plenty of time to at least build something. Whoosh. Skulls, 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 skulls. Lots and lots of skulls. Skulls all day and skulls all night. Shame I can't just like overbrush them like that. That'd just be amazing. It'll be done in no time. They look like someone just ran along with a paintbrush. Which is exactly what happened. Hey. That light is a bit bright, isn't it? There we go. You can see it a bit more natural there. All your current projects are big builds. Oh yeah, you say you're doing big tanks and stuff, aren't you? Looted wagon and trucks. You're a madman. You know what I'd like to see? A looted tomb world. I would like to see someone build a big old diorama of a looted tomb world. That'd be so sick. If someone's done it already, I'd love to see pictures of it. Gonna start the driver and gunner of this contraption. Nice. Keep us updated, man. And for anyone that watches this later on or is new and not chatting in the chat but is still watching now, in the description below there'll be a link to the Chilling Wargamers Discord, where you can post your work in progresses and stuff like that. It's a really good way of getting a bit of a boost and a bit of feedback and that. And they're all really good chaps. So if you haven't already, go check that out. Beep, 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 beep. This is just one side of the wall. I still got the other side. This guy's really upset about something. I was using the wrong water, wasn't I? Oops. Alright. So, I've been thinking about what I should start doing after this lot on my Friday live sessions. It's kind of like doing the more detailed stuff, you know. I'm thinking of keeping the basic stuff for my tutorial videos when they start up again. But yeah, I've got Necrons, I've got Space Marines of all kinds. Could always work through the backlog of Space Marines that I got. I could try and dig something out. I've got loads of Lord of the Rings stuff, like a little gold mine of Lord of the Rings stuff. Could go back and repaint some of the old minis. Be nice to repaint the Fellowship. Bit in there. Indomitus. You want me to paint Indomitus? I want to paint Indomitus as Silver Templars. I was saying this to Mr. Fohammer himself a little while ago. That I would like to do it, and then he was like, yeah, no, I really want to do that as well. I was like, no, you're gonna steal my idea, aren't you? And he's been bloody stealing it. But to be fair, at least he's getting it painted up, and they do look really good. So I'm gonna be stealing his little paint scheme, because to just give it a weathered look, he doesn't shade it with non-oil. He shades it with Agrax Earthshade, I think. I just remember why I stopped painting armies. Little batch painting sucks. Batch painting can suck, yes. But just think, like, once you've got a big unit out the way, you can then spend a bit of time, you can treat yourself and spend a bit of time on a character. You know? That's the light at the end of the tunnel. Plus, you're probably using an airbrush anyway, aren't you? So, it's taking no time to get most of it done. There is only 6 of them. Yeah. Right. Well, I need the candles to stand out a bit. So what I'm gonna do, have a bit of fun with that actually. Oh, there's a sneaky little skull right there. I saw you. I've got these flowers I need to do as well, haven't I? Ah, poo. Painting them up purple. Overbrush. Cheating a little bit. Using size 0 Fugazi tester brush. Madman. That's gonna hurt so much actually, isn't it? Painting everything on a size 0. Forget it. For the longest time, I've only ever painted with brushes that were too big for the job. And I think that helps me get some of the detail work that I can do now with a smaller brush. Because you know, like the bigger brush, it can hold more in it, you know, and to be honest, I feel like I get more control with a bigger brush. But there are times when just a smaller brush is all you need. And I have painted a whole model just using the extra small Artificer brush from GW. It was kind of nice actually. You have to keep going back to the palette a lot. Because it doesn't have much body on it. But I did feel a lot more in control of the details. It's kind of weird. I can't be intermediate. I have to either have a ridiculously oversized brush with a good point on it, or it has to be a small one with a good point on it. Can't just be the right size. There's no such thing as the right size brush, I don't think, anyway. Oh, a bit too much there. Oops. It's a wild cab. It is indeed. Good to see ya, DQP. Hope you're well. A good big brush should be great for detail if in good condition. That is true. That is very, very true. Just felt like it took way longer than it needed to. Okay, no skulls there. There's a few skulls here. Mrs. painted the whole house with a 3-inch brush. Refuses to use a roller. Why? I mean, roller can be messy at times, but it's a lot easier, better coverage. Smoother finish, you know? Mental. Alright. Not that too much. Let's get that paint out the eyes. There we go. That's a bit better. Don't want to fill out that detail with just a lump of paint. Still hear the little one upstairs. He's a cheeky monkey. Therapeutic. Absolutely mental. Mental. Played a bit air guitar. I like the fact that it plays both the instrumental version and the vocal version. Like the first one was the instrumental, and now you could boom with the Pantera sounding tune. Well, it's as good as Pantera, you know. That's what's great about it. Right, that's the skulls there. This is always really interesting to watch, I guess. I'm gonna have to do a real heavy shade on these ones, just to dull them down a bit, because of course the white base coat is gonna really heavily influence how they look. Gonna look too clean. I can't be asked to paint them black first. Alright. Cheers, man. You have a good night. Oh, if I had a beer. If I had a beer, I would. I would have the beer. Alright, now I've got good old water. It's annoying I'm getting these little bubbles in the eye sockets. Just gonna poke them out. Poke them out. There we go. So what's everyone up to this weekend? What's your plans? Doing more hobby? Just chilling out with family? You got work? I'm gonna sneak out for some sneaky Christmas shopping. There we go. Just brushing on a bit of black primer on the crew. Nice. There is some proper homebrew scrumping downstairs. Last time I had some scrumpy. Hey, Dan Big Mexico. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Glad you could join us. Always a pleasure. Yes, I am a corner. That is a Kev. That is a corner. That is a Kev inside of a corner. That's inside of a Kev. And apparently, last night, according to Spud, I'm a Kev that's inside of a Kev. Would you believe? So, am I the Kev that's inside of a Kev, or is there a Kev inside of me? It's a frightful thought to have. Did I do all the skulls? I did do all the skulls. It's not the ones that are, I did all the ones that aren't masonry. The Russian Kev doll. Oh, that's grim. That is grim. I wouldn't wish that upon myself. Okay, so let the skulls dry. What other detail did I need to do? I needed to paint up the dirt, didn't I? Right. Should I go grey or should I go muddy? The ground. Oh. I'm not a TARDIS. I'm not bigger on the inside. No, I tell you what. I've seen some videos and where you'd think that some of these women were TARDISes, if you know what I mean. And I can say that it's past 9 o'clock. Right. So, grey or brown for all of this? That is the question. Kalashnikov. You people are mad. Right. Yeah, I'm thinking grey. Links? What do you mean links? The problem actually is, if I do it grey, it's going to blend with the tombstones too much. Right. Good thing it's textured. I don't have to put any sterling mud on it. But let's see. What do you think? Rhinox hide? Or nah, dryad bark is too sort of pastely. What's this one? Catch-can flesh? Nah. TARDIS lady links. I ain't providing links for that. Get out of here if that's what you're after. You dirty boy. And you're a very dirty boy. Oh dear. What are you turning my show into, eh? It's just non-stop smut. No longer non-stop wargaming. Okay. Yeah, I think this will work. Just careful as I get close to it. I'm going to go around these rocks. Just leave them. Because there's no need to ruin those. They're just fine as they are. Like that. Just paint under there. There we go. Phew. So what are you working on tonight, Mr. Mech? That is a skull. That is a big. Is a Dan. Guitar tone. Makara. Is that little dude that comes with Gazgul with the little banner pole? He's like the biggest tag along ever. He's literally the orc or the greenskin equivalent of the guy that's in the back behind the big guy, and when the big guy goes, "I'm gonna fucking crush you," he just goes, "Yeah." Just pokes his head around the leg. "Yeah, motherfucker." "I'm gonna rip you open and eat your gizzards for breakfast." Wow. "Yeah, motherfucker." The artist green skin in the... He looks like the kind of guy that would just that flinch, you know, you just go, "What?" And you go. It's definitely the luckiest, yeah. Well, he hasn't been stomped by Gazgul yet, has he? So, that's always a plus. I have to say that I do like the fact that they kept the old horned helm on him as well. Just to really sort of bring back that nostalgia. Shamon. Shamon. Ah, Bo Selector was ridiculous, wasn't it? Back in the day. He doesn't even get a mention in the saga of the beast. Ah. Don't mind if it gets messy around the bone, because then it just looks like there's a bit of mud on it. All adds to the effect. I also got to do a layer on the bone anyway, so it's all good. Alright. I heard that Kevin Hart is gonna voice him in all. Could you imagine? That'd be mad. It's all about that double bass pedal on it. So how do they know how old Gazgul is. Because one would assume that orcs being just mushrooms that just get bigger and tougher as they get older and fight more. You know, it's quite a big boy, isn't he? Correct. Correct, David. Can you get me a rewind? He ruined Craig David's career, didn't he? Absolutely ruined it. That poor guy. He's only just now starting to reboot his career again. Yeah, 89. Ask a silly question, I suppose. That would do it for time. Crikey, that time really flies by, doesn't it? When you're painting endless skulls. I was really hoping to get this finished tonight. I think I was overestimating it again. Yeah, completely in one go. Just, that was it. Alright. Cool, that's that base done. I was going to use a bigger brush, but this medium layer brush has got quite a nice body to it, actually. It's doing alright. A larger brush would get it done faster, but I don't want to make too much of a mess, you know. Bigger isn't always better, as they say. Yeah. He even appeared on Bow Selector a few times as well. Yeah, surprisingly, the power some shows have when they start taking the mick and that. So I found out why the stream slows down now and then. It's because Norton pops up thinking that it's idle. He goes, "Hey, I'm gonna do a little backup." It's like, new. So I have to keep moving the cursor now and then. Apart from that, I hope the stream has been enjoyable for you, right? And I hope it's been smooth enough and the audio has been behaving. I'm not sure if you can see. Let's see. It says 834. It shouldn't say 834. It should say 844. Hang on. I have to just throw in loads of these until it updates. $40, $41, $42, $43, $44. There we go. So smooth as Morgan Freeman. Well, thank you very much. I wouldn't want to try and do Morgan Freeman's voice. I don't think I could. It was in this moment that he realized that he gone fucked up. Told you I couldn't do it. Been a great stream. Thank you. Got a skip. Alright, you take care, man. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure. We'll get this bit finished. Oh. I don't care. Stop saying you're gonna bloody do it. Stop trying to do a backup, you bloody thing. Doesn't even back up anything anyway because it doesn't know what to back up. It just goes, hey, I want backup because it's, you know, your laptop's idle, even though it's not because I've got programs running. It's the most ridiculously annoying feature. Just figure out a way of switching it off. And around the scars, and then that should be it for that. Ah, it's better. Right. Okay, now the candles. What I'm gonna do is, where are you? No, not Celestial Grey. Where's Oof one? Oof one. Need it looking a little different. So I'm gonna hit it with the shade. Get a nice different effect. There it is. Yeah. And then I'm gonna keep the flame white, and then what I'm gonna do is do this glow effect. Oh, hang on. I'm on the wrong bloody thing, aren't I? What happened there? Just been on my face the whole time. Sorry. So what I'm gonna do is that same glow effect I'm gonna do on the candles. So I'm gonna paint them, but instead of doing white, no, actually I'm gonna keep the flames white to do that, and then I'm gonna use Uffron Grey for the candles, the actual candlesticks, rather than the flame. This needs a real good shake. What have we got? Medium. A tiny bit of this in there should do the job. There we go. Four candle or four candle? No, some O's. I need some O's. It doesn't matter what age you are, right? If you manage to get through your early adult life without watching any of the two Ronnies, then you haven't lived yet. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Absolute legends. Right, candles. No candles there. Candles here. Right. Not that many candles at the moment, which is good. Because I can get that done quicker. Okay. Keep going off camera, like it doesn't matter how many times I move the camera, I end up moving off the camera. Okay. Right. That should it. Candle's done. Stop age shaming each other, alright? Play nice. Alright. So that's that and that. Right. I need some purple. Some purple. Show me the purple. 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 Ooh. Caribou Crimson. Yes, please. What's that? Got that. I've got a dark purple somewhere. There you go. Nagaroth. Or is it that old that Rivets hasn't? Hey, Bazza. How you doing, mate? Glad you could join us. Alright, I'm gonna paint these flowers a dark Nagaroth purple. And then I'm gonna shade them with Caribou Crimson. So I think that would be nice. Even though I have got the purple shade, I think a red shade would be nice. And then I'll do like a quick dry brush of Gene Stealer purple over it. Just for a nice quick highlight. Yeah. So once I've just put this bit of purple down on the flowers, then I'm ready to do all the shading. And then do the dry brushing highlights. And then verdigris at the end. Can't believe it's taken a couple hours just to do this though. Jeez. That's another reason why I prefer building over painting, because painting takes so much longer than it needs to. Like if you want to do a good job, I mean, I could have just dry brushed the whole entire thing. Job done. But I wanted to push myself, you know, so I can show. Look, I don't just do the easy beginner stuff. I can do the good stuff as well. It is a bull lake. Right, that comes up nicely against the stonework as well, which is cool. So what are you up to tonight, Mr. Bazza? I saw you were doing a live stream earlier as well. I hopped in, but I couldn't talk because I was driving at the time. It was just nice to hang out. It felt more like lurking. You know what? I bet everyone is playing World of Tanks right now. Secretly. I think that's where everyone's gone. Okay. That's the forest done. Yeah, boy. You're painting a tank. That'd be nice to see what it looks like in the end. Alright, let's do the shades. Now, the first one I wanted to do was along here, just over the there we go, bit of blue tack on the bottom there. So I'm doing a phony and camera shade over all the spilled white on the roof, so it just looks like there's some extra texture there. And save me having to tidy up too much. If anyone asks, I just say, yeah, no, the painter who was painting it, he was in such a hurry because he didn't want to get tracked down by the ghosties that he spilled his paint everywhere. There you go, boom, you got a narrative right there. You can always play off painting mistakes by narrative. Not on my laptop. I can't even run Dawn of War. I'd have to use my phone. I don't know. Blitz on mobile is cross-platform with the PC version. If they were playing the PC version, I think they were playing the console version. From what I understand, the console version is cross-platform, not the PC version. Which makes a bit of sense because mouse and keyboard is a lot better and faster and more accurate than the analog stick on your controller. Howdy. Snap it on. There we go. Laptop. That's all the dark red base turned on. Nice. I haven't played World of Tanks in a long time. This off. See, there you go again. Norton popped up saying, "Oh, you're idle. I'm gonna do a backup," and it froze the whole damn thing. Fuck her off. I was gonna say, yeah, I used to play World of Tanks. I was so badass at it, bro. So badass. I always go for ranking up my crew over getting a better tank, because I find you always ended up more resilient. A lot of people rush to get a better tank, you know. I want to rush that. I just want to enjoy blowing stuff up. Right, Big Rack Surf Shade. Let's do all the skulls, the brass, the candles, and the ground. I need my shade brush for this. You alright? Huh? Pause you? Yeah. Okay. Pause you. Pause. Hang on, I'm just gonna go quiet for a sec. Right, oh there you go, I'm unmuted now. My wife just got excited because she won a few quid online.
60 quid!
Did you hear that? She won 60 quid on the Facebook groups. But it's only for certain things, isn't it?
Yeah.
On handmade clothing.
And toys.
And
and fun.
Yeah, nothing for me, basically.
No. Yeah, no.
I don't get enough. Right, so I'm just shading up this brassy bit here. It won't do too much obvious shading to it. It's just more to darken any of the bits that are still showing brightly through, because it was painted over a white base. And then I'm gonna paint that over the candlesticks, and then I'm gonna really heavily shade these skulls, because again, it's got a white base coat, so it shows up a lot brighter than the rest of the skulls. I won't play Among Us on my phone, my eyes. It's bad. You'll buy me a Land Raider. Yeah, but unfortunately it has to be spent on certain things within the group. You can't just take that money as a cash prize and run off with it. Right, I'm actually going to shade behind, just to darken it a bit, because I think if I'm gonna do glowy, yeah, if I'm gonna do glowing candles, I need some sort of shading there. Am I right? Come right. There we go. I always like to shade things heavily anyway. I like the stark contrast of the details. Put a bit more shade behind the skulls. Boop, boop. Come here. Blood it out a little. Noish. Two repulsors. Don't buy it. They're for elder wannabes. Oh. Look. The Imperium had hover-like tech in the Heresy era. Look at the jet bikes. Yeah, those damn things, they hover. Look at the land speeders. They hover. So, you know, it only made sense that they made the tanks hover. Why the heck not? Blah. Nice, I like that. Okay, so there we go. Nice, heavily shaded. No, the Repulsor Execution is brutal, but I would like a Gladiator variant. But for floats your tank. I would like to get a Leviathan, that would be so cool. I wouldn't know what to do with it though, because it's so bloody huge. But just to say, yeah, I got something from Forge World, and I didn't go halves. I went all the way. So I haven't actually bought anything from Forge World ever. It's one of those things. It's just a bit pricey for me. I almost did buy some stuff a while ago when I was starting out Undead Army, and I wanted to get one of those Morghasts, or you know, those really creepy things that just walk on two really long arms and a massive distended jaw, and they're only like half a body. I wanted to get myself one of those, and then I stopped myself. Lovely. Groovy. Hey, Rich, how you doing? Glad you could join us. Hope you're doing well, mate. Mongols, that, yeah, I think that was it actually. I remember they used to be pretty damn brutal. They got reined in a little bit because everyone was taking them to tournaments, and everyone was taking 2 of them because, you know, you're gonna have one, you might as well have 2. And then when the rules got sort of pulled back a bit, that was a big old uproar, like, spend all this money on bloody resin model just for it to get nerfed anyway. That's shaded. Yeah, it's going alright. It's smooth as it can be, though. I have to keep moving the cursor because my internet security thinks that the laptop is going idle, and then it tries to do a bloody backup, and it just freezes up the laptop for 30 seconds. It's a real pain in the ass. Aside from that, it's all good. Got the sound sorted. Yeah. What are you up to today, mate? Or this evening? Or I can't remember what side of the world you're on. What are you up to, mate? And what are you looking forward to this weekend? Yeah. That'll do. I'll tell you what, shading is the most satisfying part of painting. Oh yeah. So cathartic. Ronnie. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I think I'm going to put a bit down here actually, just to dirty it up a bit. Not too worried about being too neat at the bottom. A little bit of stain up the wall will help tie it all in. A bit of staining on the stones as well helps to tie it all in. It's just up here by the skulls, need to be a bit more careful. Okay. That will do. Let's do that side. That's it. There we go. Mr. Bazooka, you gotta stop trying to steal the show. There we go. Oh yeah. Good old Agrax Earthshade. Liquid talent. Beautiful. Yeah, you. Lovely. Alright, that's that bit done. And now, fade this quick. Yeah, I think I got a massive advantage over the other lads when streaming on a Friday night. Because they're streaming Wednesday, Thursday. They got to be more mindful of the time that they finish because of work and everything. I ain't gotta worry about that. And so what if I only got 6 viewers after 10 o'clock? It's all good. Ah, you're still here, Paul. Good, good, good. You had me worried for a minute. Oh. Oh. Okay. Thunder Green. Agrax. Has it started to dry yet? It has. Okay, cool. Now I can get back to... not what plot. Rune Lord Brass. And I'm going to need dry brush. Cheers, man. Alright. Ooh, okay. See how this comes out. We're really thin. Maybe I need to shake it a bit more. That's a bit better. Wow, this is so dark. It's not doing anything. Oh, that's a disappointment. I thought it'd be brighter. It's much brighter on the base. Must be a lot of pigment left in the bottom of it. Let's just get the... Oh yeah. Yeah, it's separated alright. All that lovely bright pigmentation is stuck at the bottom. There we go, that should make things a bit better. This is. We should have this on camera. Someone's got to edit it out, right? Okay. Right, let's have a look see now. There we go. That's the colour I was looking for. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah. Sometimes that can happen. Sometimes it, you think, that colour just doesn't seem right. It's always worth just giving it a little stir, because especially with metallics, they can sometimes split, and the heavier metals in the solution just sinks to the bottom like it did. There we go. Oh yeah. Beautiful. There it goes. Nice subtle sheen to it. No, it's not idle. Bugger off. Norton 360 is the enemy of any live streamer, I tell you. That's the thing. There we go. Cool. Looks alright. And then I can just put some nylic oxide here and there. Take a look. All degrees. Problem is, all of this shade is, because I go so heavy with the shade, it's still wet. So you have to wait a moment for all that to settle. At least dry it on there. It's dried enough. Easy does it. There we go. Ooh. Trying it again. Easy does it. Okay. Easy does it. Okay, alright. Just have to wait for this to dry up. Oh, that's dried a bit now. Yeah! I don't think Rune Lord Brass is very good for dry brushing. Maybe over brushing. Certainly. Stiffens the bristles a lot as well. Oh. Okay. Get it on the brickwork. Bad. Not too worried about it being neat. Because give it a bit more character then, if it's a bit more mess. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, boy. Now, I just remembered what I was going to shade. Totally skipped over it. Never mind. Never mind. There we go. Just like that. Right. That was all the brassy bits. Brassy. Surprised you haven't gone off to bed yet, Normski. Wasn't it around this time last week that you took me to bed? Okay. Right, I need to shade those flowers. Gonna do Caribou Crimson. Even though I've got a purple shade somewhere here. The Drucci Violet. I think I want it. I want it a bit ready. Ready? Reddish? Reddish, I think is better. Let's take a blue tech out. Like that. Close that before I put this on. Put that down. Giving it a good shake. Open. Et voila. Ooh, how exciting. Living the life, are we? Oh yeah, this will do. This will do nicely. It's giving it a real funky hue. I don't even care that there's leaves in there. The leaves are purple, the flowers are purple, all of it's purple for it. the excess. Some key areas and boom. Job done. Yeah, that was coming along nice. Nice. Alright. Now while all that is still drying, what I can do is, where's the Abaddon Black? There you go. Let's do the shade. The shadowing rather, not shade. Right, I need a real good point for this. What I'm going to do is just paint a straight line. And make them as straight as possible. And because I'm doing black lines for shading, I'm gonna have to paint just along this bar here where the light would be blocked as well, just to show that that's shaded. They come out slightly. Because that Tesseract glow really comes through quite strongly. I'm gonna have to do another layer on that. Right along there to shade that. Problem is though, by doing this, I don't know. I don't think I like it too much. I don't think it's worked out too well. I wouldn't have known otherwise. Just think what I should have done is actually painted the white back over those areas rather than the black. How you doing, mate? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, that is always a problem, isn't it? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna do this for the terrain. Most of the kit's gonna be simple dry brushing and that, but I just wanted a few pieces just to experiment with, do different techniques, like, you know, like just bare brickwork and glowing effect and that. Try and figure different techniques out. I've worked out that just painting in black lines is not going to work for shadow, because then you might as well just paint the entire outside black, you know, if you're going to do a heavy glow coming from inside. So what I'm going to do is actually paint back over that, do it in white, and then I'm gonna be careful with the Tesseract Glow and paint that in lines streaking out, and that will make more sense, I think. Then like on the metal bit, I'll just paint like little lines of lead belcher just to smoothen that out. It's good fun anyway, you know. Good to experiment and broaden your painting abilities. You know, I've learned a lot painting this lot. So yeah, and it's been fun. I'm glad you're here for the journey, man. Thank you very much for joining. Let's go back over that with Corax White. Yeah. So there's not much else I can do until all of that shade is dry on the ground and the skulls. So what I'm gonna do, well, I've got my clean water there. A bit more Corax. Whoosh. There we go. Oop, no. Oh. Luckily, it was half closed. Oh my days! Otherwise, that would have been all down me and all over the carpet. Right. So I don't forget. I'm just gonna touch up the candles here. Actually, I'm gonna. Controversially, I'm gonna paint in that entire bit there. Right, top of those candles that I had already, and a little bit down, and then I'm going to keep the rest of the colours natural as they are. So when I add that Tesseract Glow, you can still see the original colour come through. Don't need to touch up these, do I? No. They're all good. Okay. What? Oh yeah, I was doing the base. This bit, wasn't I? Getting that back to normal. It's going to take a couple of coats to do, but it's not too bad. It's better that I had tried it out on one part, see if it would work. Okay. There we go. Elongate it slightly. Yeah, that does it. I think that has done the glow a lot better. So it makes it look like the glow is coming out in streaks, but there's still light coming in this way, if you know what I mean. So you can still see the colour, but it hasn't like outshone the actual colour of, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. There we go. Yeah, and then I could just neaten up along here. Lovely. Groovy. Cool. I'm happy with that. What are we doing for time? 1:45. Right. Might have to call it in 15 minutes. Annoyingly. But I aim to get this done this week. Don't want to leave it. Right, there we go. Let's get that lid belcher. Where did I put you? There you are. Now neatening up the bars. Doing that shadowing effect with the lead belcher. That works all right. Okay. Cool. It's going all right. Alright, you do. Laptop just shut down. There we go. That's commitment I like to hear. So I don't know if you caught the bit where I decided instead of painting the black lines in for shadows, because it just looked really off and it kind of just had a hazard strip sort of look about it. I'm painting back the original color of the objects as if that was the shade, the shadow. So that way it looks like there's still natural light coming from the outside showing the original color, but you can see glow coming from the inside. At least that's in theory. There we go. What's going on here? Oh, you put out another video, Mr. Paul. Good. Good to see you keeping busy. Just sorry I don't get to comment on all of your videos though. Normally what happens is while I'm driving I'll have it on just as like not to watch it while I'm driving, but to listen to it while I'm driving. And like I'll have a few of your videos lined up all at once and they just play through. Of course I can't leave a comment for all of them. I'll try and leave a comment where I can. But yeah, I'm liking your little playthroughs. Pretty cool. It means I don't have to play through the game myself. I can just watch you play it and then that's it. I've lived it. Careful. That looks a bit better. Alright. Ouch. Stab my hand. Or if it's daytime, that would work out. Yeah. The thing is, of course. Did that wrong. Whoops. There you go. If I was doing the nighttime paint up and I was gonna do the glow, then yeah, I'd literally spread out everything black, then paint around the portals with, you know, white or greys or whatever, and do the Tesseract glow. And I'd only paint the colours from the inside and then shade them, the Tesseract glow. And then of course the candles as well, to really give it, and just paint enough around the candles so that when you put the Tesseract glow or whatever colour you want to do the candles as, you know, it looks like it's illuminate that much. I think that would be the way to do it, but it's long. An interesting project to do one day. Right. Is this dry enough? Could be. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ain't got much time left, have we? Shabty bone. Yeah. Right, I still got some of this left. Oh, lovely. I need small, medium, small. That worked. That's ruined. Okay. Okay, let's see. Cool. See, look, I don't know what I'm talking about, but somehow I do. Hee hee. Story of my life. Okay. Doing the bones and all around. Give it that dusty look. Blah 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 blah. I used to love doing this first game on all the bases back in the day. After Goblin Green phase went, it was dark brown, Shabty Bone, dry brush, or Screaming Skull, dry brush. Job done. Note self, don't update dry. Yeah. You should know by now in your wizened age. It's like a first thing in the morning thing to do. There we go, that looks alright. So who do we have left in the chat? I see we've got 7 viewers at the moment. Let's do a little roll call. See who's managed to survive till this time. You shall all be known as the elite corner hobbyists. It's an unofficial title, but nevertheless, you've earned it. It's alright. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Well, there you go. That's 2 people in out of 7 viewers who's available to say hello. Actually, I wonder if dry brushing over these with that would look good. That looks alright, actually. Ah! Yeah. Alright, I'm dry brushing a Shepty bone over purple flowers because it works. Which had a red shade as well. Banging. Oh, that's much better. Shitching. Modelling for Advantage, how you doing, man? Just came in while I was asking for a little roll call. See who was still out there. What are you up to, man? How you doing? Ooh, yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? I often feel like there's a lot of people in here that don't speak. Yeah, I think some people have it on in the background, just so I've got viewers. It's helpful with viewership, but you know there are some people who are shy or they're too busy, which is all good. You know, there's no pressure to participate in the chat if you can't or you don't want to. Whatever you're comfortable with, innit? Mugwump, you've been there all this time. Ah, are you nodding off? Thanks. Oh, it's good to see you guys out there. Thank you very much for tuning in and listening to me rabbit. And I'm glad that I have such a soothing voice. Send you off to bed, Mr. Bazooka. That'll do. Brush that up. Okay, it doesn't help that people can't really see what I'm bloody doing either most of the time. Just keep wandering off the camera. Robert Marshall! How you doing, mate? I hope you are well. Coming along nice. Nice. Let's go. Right, yes. Do all of that like that. Just go downwards. It's looking pretty darn cool, isn't it? Doing great. Just finished up some ACW stuff. I bought a mountain of it a few years back. Nice. Got in to see how my Kev is getting on. We are all good, man. We are all good. I'm glad you popped by to say hi. We're running a lot later than I anticipated, but it's all good. Because I'm about to do some funky. So make the most of those moments, because when the babies start crawling and running, it's all a problem then. Yeah, those little cuddles with the babes, with the little bubbies, it's really nice. Right, what was I doing? Right, glow and verdigris. That's what I've got to do. I'll do the glow first. Mr. Tesseract, where are you? There we go. Yeah. Gotta give this one a real good shake. Make sure that pigment's gone. It's only tiny. What was the weight on the buff? Always get a bit competitive with this, actually. I don't know why. But both our kids were quite heavy when it came out, though you wouldn't think it from the younger one because he's so damn scrawny. But he came out looking like a little Buddha. Right, there was a mistake I made a while back where I accidentally put some white on there, so I'm just gonna touch that up. A bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There we go. Cool. Right. Candles. Spooky glow candles. Yeah. A bit on top there and a little bit on there and on the edges there. Actually, I think it needs to be a bit thicker in there, doesn't it? Okay. What do you think? Not bad, eh? £5.8. Tiny. Can you fit him in your hand? Alright, you never know, you'll probably sprout out, you know. Alright, let's get this glow right. And out. There, and there. There, there. There, there. There, there. Okay. Not doing it right up to the base of the bars because, of course, that glow wouldn't reach there. But yeah. There we go. So, it's a bit more realistic. I don't know if you can see that from the light. He's a couple of weeks early. Oh, bless. A bit around there. A little bit at the bottom there. Cool. And that works. A little bit on the edge there. A little bit at the bottom there. Not too far forward, just wanted it on a little bit of the rim of the skull there. Cool. Maybe if I change mode of the light, does that help? Oh. Not really in focus because it's too close, but yeah. Change it back. I'm happy with that. Okay. Is that the candle's done? Right, now that I've dry brushed the bases as well. Which way was it going? This way. Make sure that the light that's coming out matches up. As you go further out, it'll blur a bit more anyway, so it's all good. It'll have to be exact. Especially because it will be coming out this way. Ah. Oh, what's happened there? Sorry about that. It's the bloody Norton again. Um, yeah, once you start chipping away at it, it gets done eventually. So we've got, Kev, would you accept a challenge on your channel on a game of AOS? Um, yeah, sure. How would we how would we play the game? What kind of game would it be? By the way, because we got the glow there, I'm gonna have to put a bit of the glow on the blood as well, just to shade it with that glow. Alright, so that doesn't look too out of place. And put that on there. Like so. Yeah. That sort of directional thing. Cool. And it's coming out that way. Cool. There we go. Bit of glow coming out this way. Bit of glow coming out that way. All good. Yeah, the screen freezes whenever the Norton security goes, hey, I want to do a backup all of a sudden because you're we think that you're not doing anything, you're idle. It's like, no, I'm not idle. Anyway, let's try something different. Let's get some smooth jazz, shall we? Smooth. There we go. So anyway, I hope you heard enough of what I said. Okay, so we've got some creepy glowy candles going there. We have some creepy glowy candles on here as well. Tried to make the glow sort of come out naturally, leaving space for the bars. Kind of works. Got some of the glow coming out onto the sarcophagus there. I just need to do the further grease now, and then I can call it done. HR. Angels, eh? Sweet. Oh, you behave. There you go, look, you got some smooth jazz. You got my sexy, monotonous voice, and and you got us all in your bed. Lovely. Right. I've never done a third degree effect before, but I'd assume you want to sort of go around some of the details. Just drip it away. I'm not going to use that shade brush, it's going to be too much. I'll use the medium layer, just straight from the pot. Okay, Let's have a go. We've got little bolts here. Like that. A bit heavier underneath, I assume. There's a crack going along there. I'll put this in there. Let's have it run down slightly like that. And then we've got little bolts knocking about here and there. Yeah, a bit coming out the eyes of the skull. Waha! A little bit at the base of those spikes. Something like that. Yeah. I sleep in no time. Candlelit steak dinner. That'd be lovely though, wouldn't it? All jokes aside and all. Yeah. You're listening to Smooth FM Radio with the Corner Kev. I put a bit too much there. Oh, I've got a chip going on there. We have some runoff. Go down there. Ooh. Might be a bit bold and actually, even though it's all painted green. Like that. What do you think? Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I'm just playing around, you know, I'm just seeing what works. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't have a vision of what I want it to look like in the end. Just mucking about with different paints and techniques and stuff. What was the most time consuming part? I don't know actually. Painting the skulls, I guess. Because you got a lot of wide flat areas, right, on this, but problem is it's the details. If you're not too fast, you can just paint it all in like 2-3 colors and just dry brush the heck out of it, making sure that the dry brush color that you do is the same all over. Not tie all those different colors in. But yeah, you could do the entirety of it really quickly. That's what I plan to do for the rest of it. I just wanted to have a muck about, you know, see what I can do with it, and I've definitely had fun. What do you think? Is that alright? Maybe do these as well. Might need a pointier brush for this. go. It's alright, isn't it? Water the paint down so it's translucent and let it run into edges. It will dry like real photo. Yeah, I can't be asked for that. That's too much, right? But I'll try that next time, like when I do armor or whatever. Definitely. Actually, you know what? You know what? I'll do just so it's on film, yeah. A bit here. Got some fairly clean water. I got a 50-50 mix, I'd say, yeah. Alright. There we go. Okay. Maybe that could be the whole one there. Most of these are going to be at the bottom. So there's little bolts here and there as well. It's alright. See how it's gone along the gap a bit. Yeah. Alright. Not bad. Do one completely. That one. You know what? I'm actually going to do the whole lot of that. I think it looks alright on this bit. Be a bit weird if just the odd one was doing it. Go hard or go home, eh? But what I'll do is on some of them I'll go a bit heavier than others. So do you get that pooling effect. Yeah, force it to drip. Alright, Normski. Happy now? Hey? It's blue. Alright. Let's go heavy on this gate. Why not? Once it's dried, give it a dry brush for a copy. Yeah, definitely. Mop that up a bit. Get back on top there. Right. Now, listening to this sort of jazz always reminds me of playing SimCity. It's just so relaxing. But it's got like a nice tempo to it as well. Alright, that's the verdigris done then. Candles, check. Light sourcing, check. Skulls, check. Shades and dry brushing done, check. The only thing I'd have to do, as Normski said, is dry brush a little bit over the dried copper. I mean, is this dried enough yet that I could use it as an example? I could as well. Okay. Do that quick. Oh. Yield Rune Lord Brass. Pop that down on there. Right, and a very light dry brush. Just to get the tips. There we go. So that's improved it considerably. Alright. Groovy. Dry quite quickly in here actually. There we go. That's the other bit done. And let's just dry it. Almost. And there's that one done. That'll do. That'll do. Sweet. So, I'm happy to call that there. I think I've accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish with it. I've experimented with techniques and color schemes and different bits and pieces that I wanted to. And yeah, I think I've accomplished what I wanted to with that. Is it perfect? By no means. But not too bad. So let's have another look again. So remember, we did all those different shades after we had dry brushed the entire thing. We did all those different color shades just to do a mix match of brickwork before dry brushing it all together again. The skulls are nicely shaded. I wanted them to look really dirty, so I'd really heavily shaded them and just did a very light dry brush over. The coppery bronze sort of thing we did the verdigris with. Base, I did the staining along the bottom of the wall as well and the steps, just to tie in with the actual base itself, make it look more like it's in the muck and part of its area rather than you know, just this clean brick that's sitting in but not touching, you know. And then for lols, we did a little glowy handle there as well. And with the flowers, I didn't pick out the leaves because I was like, you know what, the flowers and the leaves can be purple. We shaded it with Caribou Crimson, which is it's a really rich red. But yeah, it just worked nicely. And then I dry brushed that when I dry brushed the skulls, and yeah, it's highlighted it lovely. So that's a nice piece. Then we had fun with building these, right? I had like leftover bits from the flesh eater quartz and sort of busted the gates to make it look like something got in or something got out. A bit of the masonry from here has fallen in there. Ah, I forgot to paint that white, didn't I? Oh, never mind. Well, who's gonna notice? But the whole idea was that it broke off and fell into there and sort of broke that gravestone, but never mind. But yeah, we've got a nice textured green roof. We've got a nice bit of verdigris up there. I want to keep sort of a nice white masonry look, but didn't want it to be too clean, so we shaded it all with the apothecary grey, I think it is, the contrast, and then did the glowing effect. So everything inside was painted like a light grey and then dry brushed with white, and then just gradually fading out the dry brush as I went outwards, so that when I put the Tesseract glow on it, it sort of had like this look that the light was ebbing as it was going away. Got it a little bit shaded out here with the Tesseract glow as well, just to make it look like it's coming out. The same out on this side as well, and it's sort of shaded on to the step there, and a little glowy bit on there. And then this was sort of more of the bit that stood out more, because we did, again, more busted bars, but we did some bare brickwork, which was fun. I mean, on closer inspection, it don't look too convincing, you know, like, I mean, that's blurry as heck, but yeah, it don't look too convincing, but at distance, looked great. Again, spooky candles. I kept the white messy on all the greens and everywhere because I wanted to make it look like it was whitewashed. So I've given it like streaks everywhere. So it's like it's been whitewashed in a hurry. Whoever wanted to paint it just didn't want to hang around because he didn't want ghosties or ghouls to get him. So that way I've created a bit of narrative around it. Again, did a bit of a glow with those just to make it more convincing. Did the glow around here, but neatened it up so that the glow just comes through the bars. It doesn't highlight the entire step out. And yeah, some verdigris up here as well. We had fun figuring out why that colour didn't look the right colour until realised that half of it was stuck at the bottom of the pot. And of course I did a bit of the glow on the upper part of the arches up here so it looks like the lights come through going up there. And then I had a spare arm from the flesh eater quartz set, so I had that poking out. Let the glow come out and light up the arm, and then we mix some Yoo-hoo glue with some blood for the blood god, and it sets so quickly. So when you mix it with the paint, so you have to just string it quickly. But it's got a nice visceral look to it, and yeah. I mean, even the cobblestones was an accidental colour, you know. I just mixed a couple of colours together and I got a nice purpley colour. So I was like, yeah, I'll have that. So once it's all put together, kind of looks like that. And same with that. So you could put these side by side in front of the other, like that, or whatever. Have them however you want, but it looks good either way. And then a little gated wall there. So yeah, hang on. Let's get arty farty, shall we? There you go. Alright, it's been fun. It took me, what, 4 weeks of just painting it solely while I was live streaming, and for the first couple of weeks I was only on for like an hour and a half. But I've really enjoyed it. The rest of it is just going to be painted as it is in the magazine for the tutorials. So in case you haven't seen the tutorial, well, you haven't because I haven't posted them yet, but I did damage on all of them on the first live stream that I was working on this. So like, you know, you got a damaged statue there with some bones there, and all of the fencing, this is one I haven't even base coated yet, all of the fencing is buckled and bent and stuff like that. I've left one tombstone completely intact because I thought that would just be good to do those magazine tutorials with. But just here and there I've done little bits to make it a bit different. I already got one of these built from another set, and I had like proper I glued the doors closed and then I proper mangled them open once it dried, so it looked like something really wrenched it open. I didn't really do that with this one. I'm not looking forward to painting all those skulls though. But yeah, that's it. So what I should do next time, I've got flesh eater quartz to do, I've got Sylvaneth to do, I've still got tons of Nighthaunt and Stormcast to do, I've got Space Marines to do, Necrons to do. So I might put up a poll a day before next week's show and see what everyone's looking forward to. And then yeah, oh man, really busty probably. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. So thank you so much for tuning in and putting up with me. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button and make sure that when you hit that bell icon, you click all, because it comes up with various levels of notifications, and that way you won't miss anything. There are links in the description below as well to some fantastic Facebook groups, and more importantly the Chilling Wargamers group, of which I am a proud member of. You got the Discord, YouTube and Facebook link there for them. If you want to support the channel as well, there are ways of doing it. If you want to order any future issues of Mortal Realms from Forbidden Planet, where you get like a 50p discount on each issue, then there's a link there for you, and by ordering through that link it helps me out a little bit as well. If you want to order yourself another one of these and they don't have any of those issues left, then there is a link to Element Games as well. Again, use that link, and there's a little code next to the link as well. Pop that in, you get extra loyalty bonus points as well, and you'll be able to get this at a discount, so that's cool. And if you just want to throw me a cup of tea or whatever, then there's a PayPal link there too. And oh yeah, Teespring, don't forget, till the end of December, everything is 10%. All you got to do is put in THC10. It's that easy, just in capitals, and treat yourself to a nice Hobby Corner t-shirt or Hobby Corner mug. But most importantly, there are social media links there as well: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, so go check those out, where I sporadically update you lot on what I'm working on, and keep an eye out because I do little community focuses on my painting tutorials as well. So whatever that painting tutorial is about, I'll try and get some people from the community to post what they've done with their models, just for more inspiration as well. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you'll stay safe, you'll stay beautiful, you'll stay sexy, and yeah, you'll have a good night. Peace.